I don't know a man in this world I'd trade places with. That's how satisfied I am. Growing up on the farm is, to me, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. My father-in-law was coming from Atlanta farmers market. Had a big farmers market in Atlanta then, and we took a load of snap beans to the market and had a man to sell them for us. We just unloaded them. We was coming back home, and we stopped at my father-in-law's little packing shed he had, and they were packing beans. They packed beans too. And when we left, my father, one thing I remember about him, and it didn't really matter that much then, but I spent a lot of time with him. We went a lot of places together, and he worked all the time. That was one thing he did. But he was proud of me. He was really, and I remember, I realize that now. And he got me to drive our big truck home when I was 9 years old, from that packing shed home. Then I drove a tractor. I remember driving a tractor the next day with a wagon. That's the first, and they were loading something on the wagon. I don't remember what they were loading, but they were doing something. As far as working, that's the first work, anything I remember on the farm, as far as working. And I'm 78 years old, and I was the youngest child, our oldest child of 4 children when my father got killed when I had just turned 10. And I had to make a living for them when I was young. I grew up working on the farm. It was farm work, $3 a day. That was the going rate then for a day's labor. And you worked long hours to get that $3. But we had to do it. And I thought it was hard then, but it learned me a lot of valuable lessons. My daddy, he, like I said, he didn't have any education, no formal education, hardly at all. He signed his name with an X, but everybody looked up to him. He didn't have to have education to be looked up to. I remember that about him. He was a top-notch businessman, making business decisions. Might have been luck, might have been just born in him or what, but that's just the way he was. And I know he had to work really, really hard. He worked several people. They plowed mules in, and I remember somebody saying that my daddy wouldn't have a mule if it wasn't a little wild. A wild mule walked faster than a tame mule did, and you get more work done with one that was just a little wild. I remember him talking about that. He wouldn't buy a mule that wasn't a little wild. I've had a really good life. I've had my ups and downs. 1980 was real hard on us financially, but we lived through it and paid all our debts. It took about 10 years to get it paid off, and we've had a good life, and I just don't know of anything I could have done that would have been better. I really don't. If I had a negative wisdom to share about my life, it would be to let your family come first. I probably didn't do it when my children were young. Even though I spent a lot of time with them, farming was always, the work was on my mind. It didn't matter what we was doing. And I've learned different. 78 years old now, and I've learned different. Family comes first. You spend your time. You switch your tractor off and go to a little league game. You switch your tractor off and go fishing. Whatever kind of work you're doing, your family's got to come first.